Greetings and welcome back, Changemakers. We're so excited with another week of doing all kinds of amazing interviews with people. We're celebrating changemakers from around the world. And this week it seems like we've come back to the US. Last week was all about the international changemakers, and we're back in the US this week. And I'm so honored and happy to have Lisa Lambert here with me today from North Carolina. How are you today, Lisa?
Hi, I'm good, Cheyenne. I hope you are.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got a pretty sunny day coming up here in Florida, and I always like those. So,
Yeah.
so please tell everybody in the group who you are and what you're up to these days.
Okay. Well, I'm with a company, a brand partner with Young Living. I've been with them for about 8 years,
Mm-hmm.
and the company I believe is going to be 31 years old this year.
Wow.
They've been around a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they're a debt-free company, and I like to call it a recession-proof company. And I say that because a couple years back when the pandemic happened, uh, business just soared. I mean, everybody was looking for something to help them, and
Yes.
business was just booming, and it still is. I mean, every year it just grows and grows and grows, and when you're part of this business, you can understand why. When you're part of this company and this community, you can understand why. Um, they have farms all around the world, um,
Mm-hmm.
not just here in the States and like Hawaii, but we have them over in the Middle East, France, Ecuador. I think we have one in Spain, Morocco. I mean, we have farms all over the place. Some of them are some of them are partner farms, and they have to adhere to the strict standards that Young Living does. What we do here in order to be partners with us. So,
Mm-hmm.
they have to plant everything, cultivate, distill, test, and before any of that goes in that bottle, it's tested, and we have scientists that make sure everything is completely pure,
Mm-hmm.
natural, no, I don't have to worry about anything I ingest because I'm living proof. But yeah, this
Well,
company really truly is amazing. And I know a
oh,
lot of people say you shouldn't put your name with a company, but it's who I work for. And it's a very family oriented business company.
mhm.
So, I don't mind attaching my name to Young Living because it's, who I'm a part of. And
I
I'm proud to
gotcha.
say that. So,
Well, that's all good, but there may be people in this group or on YouTube where the videos will be that may not even understand what Young Living does. I mean, can you at least explain a little bit about essential oils and what's their purpose?
the company started out with just essential oils. Lavender, I think, was the first one that the founder actually, went from start to finish with. So, they have a St. Mary's farm, in the West, and that's a huge lavender farm. And that's kind of how this all started. But he had an incredible story of his own personal struggles with health and wellness. So the doctor said he'd never walk again. He was injured really, really bad, and he was learning about all the benefits of oils. And if you kind of go back in history a little bit, our ancestors, that's what they used. They didn't have modern medicine. So
Hmm.
they used herbs, they used oils. I believe he uncovered um, a very ancient site in Pakistan where they were actually using clay distilleries. This was how many years ago? So they knew, yeah, they knew what to do with this stuff way, way back when. So
Mm, mm, mm.
this is, nature is medicine. So,
It's
and
true.
our founder, he understood this and he was realizing and learning about all this. And
Mhm.
he made it his mission to make sure people understood, there's other ways to help yourself. And
Yes.
we all know what modern medicine does to us a lot of times. So,
Mhm. Absolutely.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
told more than one person if frankincense and myrrh was good enough for Jesus, perhaps you should investigate it too.
exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
For sure. Well, tell us, you have a story about what led you to working with the oils and Young Living. Please tell us about that.
So, I have quite a background, quite a story. I'm 49 and I'll be 50 this year. So, when I was about, I'd say around 12 years old, I started having issues with my back. So, um, I went to the chiropractor. I had scoliosis real bad. Today I have a lot more issues going on with my back, but they're manageable. I can, manage with it. There's really nothing else they can do for my back. So beyond that, when I was about 16 years old, I was diagnosed with thyroid. So I had a nodule in my throat. That's how, because me being 16 years old, I just thought something was stuck in my throat. I'm like, what did I eat? What's stuck in my throat? But um, so long story short, I had it tested. Turns out I was hypothyroid, which is a low hormone thyroid, where your thyroid doesn't produce enough of the hormone to make your thyroid, function properly.
Mhm.
So, and we're going back some years. So they put me on medicine. I was back and forth with the doctors. Everything they were putting me on was making me sick.
Oof.
Um, so then a little more down the road, they said, well, we're going to take you off medication and just kind of see how you do. And I, for years, was not on medication, but I was feeling awful. I mean, terrible.
Mm.
So a lot of times you just chalk things up to stress. You think all these other things are going on. Um, and at the time, I started my own business, so I just said stress was, what was doing it. Well, here I went to get tested again, and I had to be in my 20s, late 20s, I guess. Um, and the lady that did my blood work, she wrote a note on the paperwork and everything, and she's like, "You need to go see an endocrinologist, like now." My
Mm.
numbers were off the charts. It was bad. It was really bad. So yet another doctor. It was just a long years struggle back and forth, back and forth. So fast forward to just a few years ago, um, and mind you, I was only on a half a 25 microgram Synthroid, which is pretty low because normally they start you out on like a 25 microgram. So during this time, I was on this medicine. I met my friend Elaine, who was actually doing massage for me at my shop at the time. And she was into Young Living she's been doing it for years. And we were just talking one day and she was telling me all this stuff. And I was so like intrigued and interested in what she was telling me. I just couldn't believe. I'm like, I never heard of this company. I never I heard of essential oils and of course you try the ones in the store that don't do anything. They give you no benefit. They might smell good, but that's about it.
Mhm.
Um, So, um, I learned so much from her, and the more I was learning, I really wanted to try the oils, and
Mhm.
then I learned about the Ninja Red. So, and I took my packet with me today. I had my Ninja Red already. I take it every day. It's
Mhm.
it's an incredible antioxidant drink, and I swear by it. So when I was learning all this, the second thyroid doctor I went to see, she she had me get a what was it called? Where they take like a biopsy of your thyroid.
Mm. Okay.
So yeah, I did that, and I ended up doing radiation. And had I known about the holistic remedies prior to this, I never would have done it. Because my hair, I lost so much hair. My eyebrows still aren't fully back, and this has been like years and years ago.
Mm.
So I always have
Mm.
to pencil them in. But my hair just a couple years ago finally came back to pretty much how it used to be. I couldn't even keep a bobby pin in my hair. That's how thin and how much hair I lost.
Oh.
Um, so, knowing what I know now, um, had I known then, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have done, half the things I thought I was doing, a good thing for myself, but I really wasn't. I was just going
Mm.
by what the doctor said.
Right.
So,
So did
when
the
I moved,
radiation like destroy your thyroid completely, or what was the
the
purpose
only
of that?
thing, well, the only purpose of that was to shrink the nodule that I had in my neck, and
Gotcha.
it did do that, but now, the side effect from that, I have wet eyes all the time.
Oh, wow.
So, and I still have it to this day. I never had, issues with my eyes like that. And
Huh.
so when I moved to North Carolina, I got a new thyroid doctor, and she said to me, she tested me, and she said, I don't know if you really need to be on this medicine. And I said, okay. Because it really wasn't making me feel any better. I mean, it was just like you take it every day and it really wasn't doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so she had me go off of it, and she kept testing me. She was monitoring me.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, your numbers are great. And she's like, you're not taking your medicine, right? I said, no, I'm not taking my medicine. And she's like, I don't think you need to be on this. I said,
But you
okay,
were
let me tell.
drinking the Ninja Red at the
I
time,
was,
right?
yeah, I was.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I do have, I wanted to show everyone this too. I have a little roller bottle of oils
Mm-hmm.
for thyroid support. So I
Ah.
always put it on my neck. Um,
Ah.
yeah, that was another thing I was doing that I think between the combination of the two was really what helped me get off the medicine. And I still to this day use this every day. So the thyroid thing for me was like a huge, long, agonizing journey. Because you feel like you're not really getting any answers. You're desperate to find a solution to your problem.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Oh,
that it
no.
was just a lot of years of back and forth, and I'm giving
Mm.
you the short version of all that, as you
Oh,
can
well,
imagine.
but it's an amazing story. I know my mother many years ago had actually they used radiation and completely destroyed her thyroid. So that's why I was
Mhm.
curious what they had done with you. And,
Mhm.
she's been on Synthroid for decades now. And it's like,
Mhm.
yeah, okay. I wish she had been willing to investigate other things, but,
Mhm.
somebody had your back there. So that was a good
Yeah.
thing for sure. But tell
Yeah.
me, do you, I know you've got a lot of enthusiasm around working with Young Living and, helping other people to find natural ways of helping their body heal itself. So, I mean, do you have a vision for yourself for the future? Where would you like to be? What would you like to be doing? Do you have a lot of people around you in the future? Talk to me about that.
I mean, I've been doing this for quite a few years, and I plan on doing it for years to come, as long as I can. Um, I am a certified health coach. I'm a wellness educator, and I just talk to everybody,
Hmm.
and as long as I can help people, no matter where I'm at or where I'm going or what I'm doing, it's all about just trying to help people.
Hmm.
I made it my mission because of what I went through, and I don't want other people to feel like they don't have, there's no answers, there's nowhere to go, there's no one to talk to, and I don't know everything about, holistic wellness. I know a lot about it, but that's the great thing about my community too. I can reach out to anybody anytime and get
Yep.
answers. So, and we're always
That's,
learning something. I'm always learning
mhm.
something new.
That's a
So,
great thing. That's
anything
a
I'm
great thing.
learning, I like to share. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I just want to keep doing this as long as I can, and I,
Good
I
stuff.
I'll die a happy girl as long as I can do this the rest of my life.
Oh my goodness. Well, do you have any interesting stories of anybody you've been able to help other than yourself? That was a good one.
Yes, I have many. Um,
Pick
I mean,
one.
well, in particular, I would have to say my mom and my sister to start out with.
Okay.
And they also became brand partners for Young Living as well. And when they saw what was going on with me, they wanted to know things, and I was happy to share it because I kept, I would call them, or when I saw them, I would tell them things like, hey, so this happened, and they're like, really? So
Oh,
they
I-
started. I think a lot of people, and you don't have to do this as a business. There are plenty of people that just, they want to be customers because they like the products, it's helping them,
Mhm.
and that's how they started out. But then they wanted to become brand partners. So, there's always that option, which is great too, because it's an income opportunity.
Mhm.
You can help yourself and at the same time, either have a side business or make it your full-time business. It's so flexible. So, and they love it too. They had a lot of aha moments and oh my gosh moments, and
Mhm.
why doesn't everyone know about this stuff? So they tell everybody too.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, if people wanted to get a hold of you and learn more about all these wonderful things, how can people reach you?
Well, there's many ways to reach me. I have a website. It's senti.com / stay oily with Lisa. That's my website for Young Living.
Okay.
I do in-person and online classes for free. I never charge for oil classes.
Okay.
I'm on Facebook, Stay Oily My Friends. I'm also on Instagram, and that one's called Stay Oily with Lisa. So,
Okay.
yeah, there's many ways to contact me.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. And as we wrap this up here today, do you have any final words of wisdom to share with people?
Um, I I just like to teach people how to safely use the oils and the products. We have everything from animal care to kids and babies. We have supplements. And I don't know if a lot of people know this, but we also have some food products too that are um, the real wheat that used to be grown years ago. We have wheat products that are non-GMO. It's how wheat used to be grown years ago
Mm,
instead of how it's grown today. And that's a big seller too with my
wow.
company. But
Wow.
I just like to teach people how to live above the wellness line and just, try to help themselves. And
Awesome. Awesome. Well, it has been a joy and a pleasure to have you here with us today, Lisa, and I hope you continue to find more and more ways to improve your own health on your journey while you're helping other people as well.
thank
So
you.
thank
Thank you
you
for
for being
having
here.
me.
You're welcome. And thank you to all our change makers out here in the group. And don't forget that if you haven't been interviewed yet and you would like to be, reach out to me. Let me know, and we'll get you on the calendar because we're all about encouraging people to work together, to collaborate, to build teams of people where you can create full scale solutions to help people have more health, more wealth, and more peace on planet Earth. Because we all know that we can live on an Earth that we know in our hearts is possible, but we all have to be a participant in that. So thank you all, everybody. We'll see you in the next interview. Take care.
Bye.